forms each have their own combat style. Talk about flexibility!
I see. When facing absolute power, the rules naturally need to be redefined.
I can sense clouds of confusion drifting through everyone's thoughts. It's quite loud.
Ah, those are messages from the viewers. They're just really curious about how your shifting works.
There's a voice cutting through like a fierce gale. They claim they can blow away the clouds so everyone can see clearly. Someone named Elgin?
Elgin here. I heard Layla and the crew were running into some clouds of confusion. Don't worry, I heard you're all curious about Sora's shifting. And I'm here to blow all that fog away. You see, the other video showed you his skills, but that's not the secret. The secret to Sora isn't one of his forms. It's how you flow between them. Think of him as 3 heroes in one. And your job is to pick the right hero for the right moment. Alright, I see a ton of questions popping up from the viewers. Let's tackle the big ones. First up, Sora seems to dash all over the place. How does he do that? Great question. This is the real magic. The part that makes it all work. The moment you hit your ultimate to shift, it instantly resets the cooldown of your first and second skills. Think about that. You can dash in with your normal S2, immediately hit your ultimate to go Thunder form, and boom! Your S2 is back up. Cooldown reset and you can use it again. And if that second dash hits a target, you can dash a third time. That's how you chase enemies across the map. Enemies have dash? No worries, you have 3. Alright, next one. Does Sora have an immunity skill? He sure does. And this is the mechanic that separates the good Soras from the great ones. When you activate your ultimate, you get a split second of immunity. But what kind of immunity matters? When you shift to Thunder form, you become completely untargetable. Time this right and you can dodge anything. Amon's ultimate, wasted. 8-hour shot, ignored. When you shift to Torrent form, you get crowd control immunity. A stun is coming, just shift and walk right through it like a boss. Okay, I see this one a lot. I'm confused about his build. Should I build him as a tank or a damage dealer? Here's the secret that almost everyone misses. You build him as both. Look at his skills. His damage scales with his max HP. What does this mean? It means building tanky makes you hit harder. This is why you see Sora building items like Queen's Wings and Oracle and still deal insane amounts of damage. You don't have to choose. With Sora, building HP gets you both. Now this is a good one. What's his best combo for team fights? How do I use the Torrent form effectively? Want to be a god in a team fight? This is how. In Torrent form, you can lock down an enemy for an eternity. Try this combo. Dash in with S2. Immediately hit your ultimate to pull them all in. Use your newly reset S2 to push them back. Then hit them with your S1 to stun them. And just when they think they're free, activate the second phase of your ultimate to stun them all over again. That is a brutal, non-stop chain of crowd control that will win you the game. And finally, the big one. Okay, I get the skills. But how do I actually play him? This is how you put it all together. Your home is the experience lane. In the early game, your one and only job is to hit level 4. That's it. Focus on farming. Use your first skill to clear the wave and heal yourself up. The moment that ultimate icon lights up, you go from a gentle breeze to a full-blown storm. Once you're in the mid-game, it's time to be the playmaker. Go Thunder form to win your 1v1 and shove your lane. Then move. Rotate to the mid lane. Use the double dash to show up out of nowhere and gank their mid. Help secure those objectives while keeping an eye on your lane. In the late game, your brain has to be working fast. You have to adapt. See that enemy marksman all alone? That's a Thunder form job. But if you see that big 5-on-5 dance about to start, Torrent form is your best bet. Your job is to lock enemies down while your team cleans up. Be that annoying crowd control hero that enemies will hate. And that covers the biggest questions. But I've got a few more quick tips that you need to know. First, let's talk about that ultimate. At level 12 with max cooldown reduction, your ult's cooldown drops to just 10 seconds. That is ridiculously fast. It's so fast you can literally pop your ult just to clear a wave or heal up on a jungle camp, knowing it'll be back for the next fight. In Torrent form, that 10-second duration is an eternity. You can fire off your S1 S2 combo, wait for it to reset, fire it off a second time, wait again, fire it off a third time, and still have time to drop the second phase of your ultimate. That is a 7-stage put your phone down lockdown. Another critical detail, you cannot afford to miss your abilities. Every skill shot must have a purpose. Why? 2 reasons. First, your second skill's cooldown gets slashed every time it hits. That's how you stay mobile. Second, and this is the big one, you don't even get to use the second phase of your ultimate unless you're hitting enemies to build stacks. Miss your skills and you're just a guy in a fancy cloud. And one last tip for the laning phase. Don't just rely on that long-range poke from your first skill. That's not where its real power is. Get up close. If you can land those first 2 quick melee strikes and the final range blast, you will be absolutely shocked at how much damage you're dishing out, especially in the early game. Get in their face. And that's the expert's guide to shifting. So just remember the big 3. Your ultimate is a reset. Use that double dash. Your forms have immunity. Dodge damage with Thunder and ignore stuns with Torrent. HP is damage. Build tanky to hit harder. Alright, hopefully that blows away all those clouds of confusion for everyone. And with that, back to Skyhook, Arnold, Sora, and Layla.
Wow! Thanks for the explanation, Mr. Elgin.